Living a hedonistic lifestyle is not sustainable. You see, the system wants you to be fat. It wants you to be lazy, comfortable, especially to all the men out there. It wants you to sit there, get comfortable, feel in your emotions and act based on your emotions and not based on commitment and responsibility. That is how you should act as a man. But you've been trained to think differently, trained to think it's okay to be in your feelings. You guys are the rocks, the examples for families, for everyone. So you guys have to be the strongest. And when you're tested, you don't look at it as, poor me, this has happened to me. No, this is a gift. I'm being given strength. I'm being given wisdom. I'm becoming a stronger person so that no matter what happens in the future, I'm going to be able to overcome this. Not act like a bitch and stop and just cut everything off and fall into depression and subscribe to that and defend the idea of depression as well. Because you see, a lot of guys think, oh, I'm depressed and I'm this, like there's nothing you can do about it. And they defend the idea like it's some disease, but you are choosing to subscribe to something that doesn't serve you. So you're telling me you saying that you are depressed is going to help you live your best life and it's going to help you overcome things? I remember a guy I used to speak to and he would tell me, oh, you don't understand, this has happened, this. And yes, some of these things were grave, but man, I would hear this story for a whole year and nothing had changed at the end of it. It's like, fuck, are you going to choose to be a victim or a victor? Are you going to choose to let that break you and that's your story, that's the end? You cut it off, that's done, that's you. Or do you say, this happened to me, but I still overcame it because I'm a fucking savage? Who are you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be remembered for? Because, guys, we only have one life. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy actually being outside of the Western world because I don't hear a lot of excuses, a lot of stories and all these things that people subscribe to. Oh, you don't understand, I need stress leave. I need dude, I live in fucking Brazil and there's so many homeless people here. You think they understand or know what anxiety or depression or any of these other terms are? They have no clue because it's all binary here, guys. If you don't work, you don't eat. So if you don't work and then you make an excuse, what do you think is going to happen? You're gone. That's it. Done. Dusted. It doesn't serve you guys. That's what I'm trying to really point this point down, is that it does not serve you. So create and implement thoughts, and really your mind is you program your own mind through your thoughts, through your self-talk, through your affirmations, especially when times get tough. You are creating the person on the other end by how you speak to yourself, how you act, how you think, your perspective on that problem. So don't look at it as a victim mindset and think, oh, poor me, and this is breaking me. No, you can't do that because it will. If that's your mindset, it's gonna break you. You're done. Now, denying pleasures. As I said, everyone in Australia, America, we live a very hedonistic lifestyle. Everyone wants to live for the weekend. Oh, I can't wait to go out. And then hits Monday, you're in the job that you hate or a situation that you hate. It's Monday, back to work. I've only got 5 hours. I finish at 5. Like, fuck, what kind of life is that? So you're telling me you hate your reality so much that you live for the weekend? Or you just want to go and continuously scroll on other people's feeds and see what they're up to because you don't love your life? What kind of life is that, guys? That is a shitty existence. Come on. The whole thing is if someone else can live a life they love, why can't you? It's just that you don't have the right perspective. You haven't built any self-worth. You haven't worked on yourself. Look, I've gone through this in many videos, so I won't go through that now. But chasing pleasure constantly to try and escape your reality or just to feel happy is never going to serve you, because you're going to get to an end where you're still the same person. You still have that pain if that's what you're feeling. I was one of those people, guys. I've told you, alcohol was my vice. That was my temporary escape, party. But at the end of it, I'd always feel shit. I didn't get drunk, but I'd feel at the end of it, fuck, what did I do? I wasted my weekend. It's like, what for? Why do that when you can wake up and enjoy the life that you live and serve other people and be happy about what you're doing? And not just happy, fulfilled. I don't really subscribe to happiness. I believe in fulfillment. happiness is a temporary feeling. So if you're always chasing this temporary happiness through vices, through pleasures, you're never gonna find it. It never stays. Now when I see alcohol, I just think of regression. I think of going back in life. So I could never touch it. I could never go back to that life. Now guys, one thing that I've recently implemented is fasting a little bit longer in the mornings. Now usually I'd eat every 2 hours. I'd have a meal straight after the gym, protein shake, etc. But I realized that in Western society, we're given this whole pleasure-seeking, ways, and we have to eat. But reality is you don't actually need to eat. There's people that fast for 24, 48 hours, and I don't recommend that shit because then you're gonna lose a lot of muscle mass, and it's not the correct way to lose weight. It's actually gonna do more damage for you than good if you are a guy trying to, get in shape. But the whole thing is that we can live without that stuff. All those years ago when our ancestors were hunting, they were hunting on an empty stomach. So you can sustain without eating every 2-3 hours. You can sustain without the fast food. It's just your perspective is flawed. It's how you see it, how you view things. So you just need to tweak that. It just takes time. What you find is that when you actually deter these pleasures, you'll actually feel better about yourself because you've got that small win under your belt. You've earned that meal that you just fasted an extra, if it's maximum, say 4 hours into your last meal, you've earned that, you feel better, right? The main point of this video that I really want to drill down to you guys is that everything is perspective. So even what I say, anyone says, anything you read, you hear, everything is part of the diet of your mind. What are you subscribing to? What do you watch? Guys, I don't really follow anyone on Instagram, on social media, because there's too much BS around there. People talk, people that don't have results, they don't have the life that I desire. Why would I listen to their shit? Or people that just don't put anything positive out there. Why would I even subscribe to that shit? I have to cut it out. So you have to be very strict about what you intake in your mind, who you listen to, who you hang around. Guys, I remember someone recently, they were in a negative state and they had this victim mentality. And I couldn't be around it. I just could not sustain. I could not bear it. I had to leave. I left. I just can't be around that energy. It's contagious, guys. So be aware and be very conscious of the thoughts that you tell yourself, your self-talk, especially when times get tough. What are you telling yourself? Are you in a victim mindset, or are you telling yourself, fuck, this is nothing? Watch how I overcome this. Okay, I'm going to invest all my energy into the solution. Watch me overcome this. Boom. Who are you going to become? Who do you need to become to have the life that you want? Guys, it is separation season. December is here. You've got Christmas, you've got a lot of time with family, you've got New Year's, you've got all these temporary celebrations, you've got all these celebrations, all these little excuses to have a setback. But hey, enjoy yourself. But don't be that person that arrives at the start of December, arrives at the start of January the next year and looks worse than they did at the start of December. Stick with your program, stick with your disciplines, enjoy yourself, enjoy your time with your family, but don't choose a massive setback and excuse to just do a New Year's resolution. Guys, if you're still saying that, you are a loser straight out. You need to start to build your best self today. Why do people wait? I've spoken to some people recently, like, oh, yeah, probably next year. So you would rather wait till next year to build someone that you're proud of and a life that you actually are fulfilled with? How does that even make sense? Oh no, I'll just wait till next year. It's all good. What? I don't get it. But hey, each to their own. You only know what you know.